call Jed right now?
Jake Paul has stirred up the pot once again, and this time, he's done it with the biggest fight of his career looming on the horizon. Jake was set to step into the ring with none other than the legendary Mike Tyson on November 15th. This was supposed to be Jake's moment to prove he belongs among the greats, but instead, he's found himself on the wrong side of the law, putting the entire event in jeopardy. Videos of Jake being arrested have been circulating all over social media, and they've quickly become the talk of the town in the fight world. It's not just the fans who are reacting. Boxing pros and pundits are absolutely annihilating the YouTuber turned boxer. The timing couldn't be worse. With the fight just around the corner, this arrest throws everything into chaos. Let's break it down. Get this, Jake Paul just got arrested last week, and the news has taken the fight world by storm. This wasn't some scuffle at an event or an altercation at a nightclub. Jake was actually arrested at his own home in Calabasas. Early in the morning, a team of police officers showed up at his mansion with a warrant in hand, and within hours, videos of Jake being led out in handcuffs were all over social media. The charges? Allegedly, Jake was involved in some shady dealings that finally caught up with him. Reports suggest that he's being accused of illegal possession of firearms and even tampering with evidence in a previous investigation. Instead of focusing on the biggest fight of his career, he's out here getting arrested and putting the whole event in jeopardy. It's insane how much drama has surrounded this fight. The arrest has shaken up the entire boxing community, and everyone's wondering if this could be the final straw for the YouTuber turned boxer. Now, the problem child is no stranger to controversy, but this latest incident has taken things to a whole new level. He's always had a knack for pushing the boundaries, and that's exactly how he's made a name for himself in the boxing world. From his wild trash talking to calling out the biggest names in the sport, Jake has never been afraid to stir the pot. But this time, it looks like he might have pushed things too far. The timing couldn't be worse. Jake's set to face Mike Tyson on November 15th in what was supposed to be the biggest fight of the year. But now, with these serious legal charges hanging over his head, the entire fight is in jeopardy. What's even more concerning is that Jake has already been tiptoeing around the law for a while now. There have been rumors about his use of steroids.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing steroids to achieve that sort of physique for a movie either.
Yeah.
I do think there's something wrong with lying about it.
Have been putting him on a blast for his bad choice of opponents. And after this recent arrest, they've really had enough. Come on, this YouTuber guy just comes into the sport, starts calling out everybody and their grandmas for a fight in the ring and acts like he's the king? He can't even keep up with the law. The fight world is done with Jake. Here's the thing, folks. While Jake Paul brought eyeballs to the sport, Jake's failure to prove himself against seasoned professionals has turned the entire fight world against him. Let's be honest, his skills in the ring are second to none. Now, I'm not saying he's just a YouTuber throwing punches blindly in the ring, but he's no pro level. You need to understand that there are levels to everything, and Jake hasn't reached the level where he steps into the ring with Mike Tyson and claims to knock him out cold in the ring. Boxing pros respect Mike Tyson like no other. After all, he's the legend who paved the way for all those to come after him. The fight world isn't going to just sit around and watch Jake take verbal jabs at the boxing legend and call him a sick chicken. Remember the saying, keep your friends close but your enemies closer? The gloves are coming off, and the experts are not holding back. The YouTuber turned boxer has always been good at stirring up drama, but when it comes to making a real impact in the boxing world, he's been seriously lacking. Let's be honest, what has Jake actually done in the ring? Sure, he's had some flashy fights, but when you really look at it, it's almost like he's just playing dress-up as a boxer. Jake's been towing the line with the law, but he's also been towing the line in the ring, doing just enough to stay relevant without actually proving he belongs there. Get this, Jake has been putting on a series of orchestrated charades for fans with hand-picked opponents. Of course, the 27-year-old in his prime will come out on top when he steps into the ring with athletes pushing their 50s. Influencer boxing matches? Entertaining? Sure. But real boxing? It's a whole different ballgame. Skill, strategy, heart, these are the things that matter. And let's be honest, Jake Paul's boxing skills are questionable at best. I mean, let's talk about his fight with Tommy Fury for a second. Fury's the only seasoned professional Paul has ever put up gloves against, and he's the one who handed Jake's butt back to him. Yeah, the former Disney star was handed the first loss of his career right there, and then the moment he stepped up to fight pro.
Too big for you, you need to get on my level even though He's not even a boxer, but okay. He hasn't got a pair of balls, and that's what you need in this game, and he hasn't got them. And that's why he hasn't got in the ring with me yet. He can say what he wants about all this, oh yeah, you're not big enough, He fought Ben Askren, didn't he?
Yeah, boxing pros were stressing the need for Paul to fight a professional, but that wasn't a green flag for him to start firing. Shots at Mike Tyson. Jake had been shouting from the rooftops, begging Mike to fight him and give him the biggest fight of his career. This call-out sent shockwaves throughout the entire fight world. You don't just wake up one day and start poking the beast. Iron Mike is a dangerous man in the ring. This heavyweight titan has bitten off ears in the ring before, and don't even get me started on his brutal knockouts. Boxing pros have been trying to knock some sense into Paul since he started obsessing over a bout with Tyson.
Against Trevor Berbick, the Mike Tyson that beat Larry Holmes. I think that Mike Tyson is the best heavyweight of all time. I don't think anybody works with him.
The hype for the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight was off the charts, especially after that intense press conference in New York City on August 18th. The tension between these two was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Fans were absolutely buzzing with excitement, placing bets left and right, and tickets were selling out like hotcakes. I mean, who wouldn't want to see the legendary Mike Tyson make a comeback, even if it's against an influencer boxer like Jake Paul? The idea of Iron Mike stepping back into the ring had everyone hyped, and the press conference only fueled the fire. But now, with Jake's latest antics, the fight's future is hanging in the balance once again. It's not like this matchup hasn't already faced its fair share of roadblocks. Tyson's health caused it to be postponed earlier this year. But just when it seemed like everything was finally on track, Jake goes and pulls this stunt. It's like he can't go 5 minutes without causing some kind of drama. Instead of focusing on the biggest fight of his career, he's out here getting arrested and putting the whole event in jeopardy. It's insane how much drama has surrounded this fight. Now let's be real, folks. Jake Paul is a master of self-promotion. He's a walking, talking, money-making machine. But when it comes to boxing, he's a paper tiger. The boxing world is starting to see through the smoke and mirrors. This isn't real boxing, it's entertainment. And Jake Paul is the biggest showman in the business. He's good at what he does, but let's not confuse showmanship with skill. Until he steps in the ring with a real boxer, not some reality TV has-been, we can't take him seriously. Jake Paul might be filling up arenas, but he's doing it with spectacle, not substance. This is the end of the Jake Paul hype train, especially since he has messed up with the law. So there you go, Fight World, that's all I have for you today. What do you think about Jake's arrest and him being terminated by the Fight World? Fill in the comment section with your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more boxing news. See you in the next video.